Всем привет！又是花椰菜。我上个礼拜访问我从法国来的朋友们，他们分享他们在台湾旅行的经验。在下面我留一个 link， 看完这部影片之后，你们就可以继续看 Part 1。但是呢，我们上次没有谈到一个非常敏感的事情。Actually, these two guys were hit by a blue truck. This is the first car accident in their life, which is very special because this car accident happened in Taiwan. Today we are talking about hospitals, we are talking about car accidents, and also we are comparing Taiwanese, French and Russian hospitals. We talk about service, we talk about prices, we also talk about language barrier. 我真的忍不住给你们分享这部影片，哇，非常好看的。但是你们先订阅我的频道，我发现很多看我影片的人没有订阅我的频道，快点订阅，继续看这部影片。Let's go！
My name is Pierre, I'm from France and I've been living in Taiwan for 11 months now.
Hi, my name is Steven. I'm from France and I've been in Taiwan for 11 months now.
I'm being way more careful on the road now because the traffic here is a bit of a mess, pretty much everywhere. People drive like left and right all the time without warning. It's pretty scary.
Did anything happen to you?
Actually, me and my friend had an accident 2 months ago when a truck just cut in front of us on the back lane. That was my first accident ever, so that was quite the experience, to be honest.
First accident ever?
Yes, never never had a car accident, never had bike accident, so it was
Wow. It's interesting because you've traveled to how many countries?
52
countries.
52.
And it is first accident in Taiwan.
Yeah, in
Taiwan. Mamma mia.
Nice experience.
要注意安全。
I love the ambulance ride, that was perfect.
So I was driving the scooter. We were like going all around Taiwan, and I can say that Taiwanese people can't really, I mean, they're very bad at driving, like they don't check the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
So he just cut in front of me, we had a pretty bad accident. I think now I will have scars pretty much everywhere for the rest of my life. For 2 months I had to go to the hospital like 1 or 2 times a week. So I think now I'm going to be way more careful. This is very small compared to the foot one.
Very first driving accidents, and he got it pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So for 2 months I had to stay at home. I had to ask him to buy me some food because I couldn't go out for the first weeks.
Because he was driving, so I was on the rear side.
Yeah.
Basically, like he fell and I fell on him. So I just like had minor scratches, and I just had my bum on the motor. So I got a burn right here. But that's about it. Like everything was healed after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But his knee was pretty bad. His elbows as well, but his foot looked terrible as well.
You recovered now? You good?
Kind of. I think for me, I still cannot run, for example, because I have a huge scar now, and it will like just start burning. Basically, I'm still supposed to go to the hospital at least once a week to get my scar checked. For the first 2 weeks, I was going almost every day to the hospital, and then after that, I used to go about 2 days a week. So I had to do like rehabilitation to learn to fold my toe again, and also I even had to try acupuncture. Which was very interesting.
Okay.
But to be honest, I didn't feel any difference. I don't know.
Lots of new experience. Like it's our first car accident after our travels. It was my first time riding an ambulance as well. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
First time like checking in the hospital for
we had
myself.
to go to the police as well to
Yeah,
report
also
as well.
Never been to the police before in my
I
life.
had to call a Taiwanese friend to help me to translate to the policeman what happened. So and then we had to take it to the court as well.
Yeah, we had to go to the court for the first time as well.
Wow.
So there's a lot. Yeah.
This is interesting because you've been to more than 50 countries.
I've been to 52, he's been to 81.
And 80 countries,
And
and this is your first car accident ever.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Yeah, in Taiwan, which, to be honest,
I don't think it's that surprising
Yeah.
that it would happen in Taiwan because like I think other countries are a bit safer in terms of driving.
Yeah.
But Taiwan is just like full of motorcycles, full of cars who.
I cannot say like we kind of expected that, but it's like just after we've been driving for like 8-9 months in Taiwan, I never felt safe once.
Yeah, like
to be
you
honest.
realize that you have more chances to get in a car accident
Yeah.
here than
More
in
than
other
before.
countries.
I mean,
When it-
Taiwan
yeah.
is technically safe, I think.
Yeah.
Apart from driving.
Driving.
Yeah.
Driving
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
scooter,
yeah.
I think is pretty dangerous.
This is like completely, for me, it's like two different worlds, you know? When it comes to driving, like everything changes, you know, like completely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We see kind of driving sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
still at the back when I'm like checking everything all the time. Like, yeah.
extra cautious.
Extra cautious, which
Yeah.
makes driving not as good of an experience anymore. Actually.
Yeah.
That's true. I actually started to try different kind of medicines, including Chinese medicine. I think it changed me in the fact that now I can accept medicines from like other countries. Before I used to like not believe that much in like Chinese medicine.
And you told us that you had a car accident and you still have some injuries. Let's compare Taiwanese hospitals and French hospitals. Let's compare prices. How expensive was it for you to get a treatment from Taiwanese hospital?
So first of all, the thing is, I don't have a health insurance card. We have to pay everything by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty expensive. Compared to France, healthcare is free.
Yeah,
it's like
healthcare is
completely
free?
free.
It's free.
You don't even pay not even €1. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know in Taiwan, even with the health insurance card, you will still have to pay a little bit, I think.
I have insurance card and I pay 800 every month. When you go to hospital,
You have to pay, yeah.
you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
pay. It's
Yeah.
like less than you would pay without health insurance card, but I still pay.
In France, you don't pay for the health insurance card.
In France, I pay for the medication, like, but you pay even like a third. You only pay a third of the price of the medication if you have an insurance card.
Some medicine will be just free. But
Price.
the thing is also
Wow.
the taxes are way higher than in Taiwan. I think it's like 20%.
Yeah,
And what about dentist?
you have to pay for dentist,
for, yeah.
like whole price. People don't really understand why, but yeah, dentist you have to pay for the whole thing. Well, pretty much anything that's not like basic doctors and hospitals, you have to pay.
Wow.
Mm.
And how much did you pay last time in Taiwanese hospital?
It will depend. So usually I would say between 600 to 1,500 or 2,000 if I have to buy some medicine as well. I think one thing that's kind of different is that you actually buy the medicine inside the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty different because in France they will just send you to the pharmacy, which is next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different.
Different buildings.
The same in Russia. Like our pharmacies are, you know, like they're all commercial like companies.
Yeah.
They write you prescription and then you choose by yourself which pharmacy you're going to choose because they have different prices and just go and
Yeah, same in
buy
France.
whatever you need.
Something I was surprised because like for the accident we had, you have to pay for registration in the hospital if
The
you don't have
first
insurance.
time, yeah.
And we had to pay this in every hospital we've been to after that because we had the accident in Luotong.
Yeah.
So we had to pay a lot for getting registered there. Then we came back to Taipei and we had to get registered again.
you paid
And you
here.
have to pay for this again, which I don't
So
really
the first time in
understand.
Luotong, I paid 4,000 something. So yeah, almost
I paid
5,000
for,
and you...
because I paid 4,000.
Oh, okay, yeah, I paid 5,000.
What was included in this 5 or
The
4,000?
medicine and basically was taking care of you. Said like the bandages, you have to pay for the bandages they put on you.
They clean the
And
wounds.
cleaning the wounds, you have to pay. You pay for the nurses to take care of you also.
Yeah.
There's a fee for that as well. One thing I think I've noticed, I don't think we've paid for the ambulance, right?
Yeah, the ambulance was free.
Yeah, the ambulance was free, which
This is good.
which I think people from the US would be pretty surprised about.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like it's known thing that in the US you pay almost $1,000 for ambulance ride sometimes.
Yeah, this is really expensive. Okay, but ambulance in Taiwan is free. This is good
Yeah.
news, I guess. Even without national health insurance, it
Yeah,
is
we didn't pay
still
for
free.
Yeah,
anything.
we didn't pay for anything, but we had to pay for everything after that.
How long did you stay at that hospital? How many days?
Now in this hospital we stayed like maybe 3-4 hours. And then we went to the police station to report for the accidents.
I mean, you paid 5 and 4,000 for the very first day
What-
to
The
register.
very
and-
first time and the second time, I think we still paid like something like 3,000. or
Almost the
something.
same, almost the same,
Almost the
because
same.
it was still like
It was a new hospital, so we had to
Oh.
pay again the registration fee.
This is pretty expensive actually.
It is, yeah.
It's pretty expensive. Like if you don't have an insurance, it is pretty
I
expensive.
think altogether we've spent. No, I mean for myself, I know I've paid about almost 50,000
50,000
in
total.
2 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had just like very minor scratches. Like,
Yeah.
I still had to pay maybe like 15,000, maybe 20,000.
This is expensive.
It is. Yeah.
How convenient were these Taiwanese hospitals?
Something I find that is weird is when you make an appointment, it's whether 上午 or 下午.
Uh-huh.
So there's no specific time. You just go
Oh,
morning or
yeah.
afternoon.
This is super weird.
Because in France, you would say, okay, I'm coming at 12:25 or something
Yeah.
with this doctor.
Actually, Russian healthcare system 真的很差，很烂。But you can still choose the time which suits you the
Specific.
best. I want to go tomorrow 8:25 in the morning. So it will be your time. You go there and you know that 8:25 you'll go in and see the doctor.
But one
so
thing,
you can plan ahead. And in Taiwan, last time I went there,
It's like 5 to 8.
and you
it's
like stay there for hours and you don't know.
you don't know when you're gonna pass.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
like
This is really strange.
something I appreciate is like also you have like all these screens that show your name and when you're gonna come and like
Oh yeah.
when you're in live. There's lots of screens everywhere that shows everything. In France, it's just like a paper and they call your name and you just wait and you have no idea if it's gonna be soon or not.
Oh
Even if you ask, when I say I don't know.
yeah.
Very modern in Taiwan, pretty well organized. Something I have against it is they don't care, they don't take foreign card. Because I tried to pay with my foreign card and my Visa card, but the one in Lotong it didn't work.
Yeah.
I had to go out with my wounds while he was waiting like on his wheelchair, like in the middle of the entrance with everyone like passing by and running.
Yeah.
And I had to go and find an ATM and then come back to pay by cash
Oh.
because I had no choice.
How was the quality, the
I think
treatment?
it's very. It depends a lot. So
Different,
some
yeah.
nurses, they are very nice. They do their job well.
But
Some
the last one he had,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wednesday.
nice.
台湾有很多蚊子。
Anyway. It really depends on who you end up with, but the last nurse you had for the past like 2-3 weeks
She
was like very harsh on the.
didn't care so much. Like you can see, I was in pain, but she didn't care so much.
I feel like in Taiwan the hospitals don't seem also as like saturated. Nurses seem to take a bit more of their time and not as much running around. Because I know that in France it's a mess, and everyone is running everywhere all the time. In Taiwan it's a bit more. I wouldn't say chill, but it's. You can tell they have more time to take care of you and give you the best, so you don't have to come back next time.
The thing I've noticed in Taiwan, which I would say is a big advantage, is hospitals don't seem really packed, you know? It's not crowded, plenty of space, and it's clean. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Russian hospitals are more, you know, like a packed, too many people there.
Yeah, same in France. It's pretty hard to go into the hallways. In Taiwan, you have all the space. It's pretty clear everywhere. Every hospital I've been to had also English written for the sections. So
You
in
don't
France,
have
it's
that. It's only in French.
Only French.
Actually, it's cool because even Taiwanese small hospitals, they still have
Yes.
English
Yeah.
language. Another very important question is, how did you communicate with doctors?
I would say that most doctors, they do speak English, and I would say most of them they could speak pretty good English.
Yeah.
That is true.
The nurses, I think most of them they don't speak much English.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. The nurse is not as much, but you could go by with like simple words, I guess. If anything, there's probably one of the nurses in the whole hospital that can speak English, and they're gonna bring it to us.
Also, it was a little bit surprising for me because most Russian doctors, I think, most of them don't speak English.
Most French doctors,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
台湾的医生很棒。
Definitely.
And it was our comparison between French hospitals and Taiwanese hospitals. If you have anything to say, 你们可以留言一下。谢谢大家，你们看这部影片，谢谢你们分享你的故事。我们下次见，谢谢，谢谢，
Yeah, 谢谢啊。
拜拜，拜拜，拜拜。
拜。